You are staring at this screen right now, worrying about whether human civilization will survive the next century. Modern Homo sapiens have existed for barely 300,000 years. Yet our species is already struggling with climate crisis, pollution, and resource collapse. That is an evolutionary blink of an eye. For 99% of human history, an extinct cousin built a dynasty that outlasted everyone. Their name was Homo erectus. They survived for nearly 2 million years. That is 6 times longer than modern humans have been on Earth. If human history were a marathon, Homo erectus ran 90% of the race. How did an ancient human with a smaller brain outlast modern civilization? Look at your own body. You have long legs, narrow hips, and the ability to sweat. You did not inherit these features from recent evolution. You inherited them from Homo erectus. Before Homo erectus, early hominids like Australopithecus were short and tree-dwelling. They had long arms, curved fingers, and cone-shaped rib cages. They were built for climbing trees to escape predators. Homo erectus changed everything. In 1984, paleoanthropologist Alan Walker made a historic discovery in Kenya. Near Lake Turkana, he uncovered a fossilized skeleton cataloged as KNM-WT 15,000. We call him Turkana Boy. Turkana Boy lived 1.5 million years ago. He was a 12-year-old boy who stood over 5 feet tall. He had long, athletic limbs and modern human body proportions. He was built for endurance running under a scorching African sun. Homo erectus was the first human species to walk fully upright on 2 feet forever. They completely abandoned the safety of the trees. They stepped out into the open, predator-infested African savanna. What was their secret to ultimate survival? They mastered the most dangerous force in nature: fire. Harvard anthropologist Dr. Richard Wrangham proposed the cooking hypothesis. He argued that Homo erectus was the first hominid to control fire for cooking. Before fire, early humans spent over 6 hours a day chewing tough raw meat and woody roots. Raw food yields very few digestible calories. Cooking acts as external digestion. Heat breaks down complex proteins and starches before they enter the stomach. Cooking unlocked a massive influx of easy calories. It allowed their digestive gut to shrink dramatically. A smaller gut consumes far less daily energy. That saved biological energy was funneled straight into expanding their brain. Fire did not just cook their meals. Fire built the human brain. Fire also revolutionized their social structure. In the dark African night, wild saber-toothed cats and giant hyenas hunted in the shadows. Without fire, sleeping on the ground was a death sentence. A burning campfire created a safe sanctuary on the earth. Predators feared the flames. For the first time in history, humans could sleep peacefully on the ground. Around the campfire, people sat in circles. They shared roasted meat. They made eye contact in the warm glow. They developed early forms of vocal communication and storytelling. The campfire was the true birthplace of human culture. Homo erectus was also the master engineer of the Stone Age. Over 1.7 million years ago, they invented the Acheulean Handaxe. This was a teardrop-shaped stone tool crafted with exact geometric symmetry. To make an Acheulean Handaxe, a craftsman had to hold a mental 3D blueprint in his mind. He struck the stone with river pebbles and deer antlers to flake off precise edges. It was a multi-purpose survival tool. It was used to butcher mammoths, crush animal bones for marrow, chop wood, and dig for tubers. For over 1 million years, the Acheulean Handaxe was the ultimate technology on Earth. It was so successful that Homo erectus used the exact same tool design across 3 continents. Think about that incredible technological stability. Modern technology changes every 6 months. Your phone becomes obsolete in 2 years. Their technology remained effective and unchanged for over 1 million years. What allowed Homo erectus to conquer the planet? They were the very first humans to migrate out of Africa. Fossils discovered in Dynasty, Georgia prove they reached Eurasia 1.8 million years ago. They adapted to frozen mountain ranges and dense tropical jungles. They crossed ocean straits on wooden rafts to reach the island of Java in Indonesia. They survived extreme ice age cycles, volcanic eruptions, and massive predator packs. If they were so indestructible, why did their dynasty finally end? Around 100,000 years ago, Earth's climate underwent rapid volatility. New specialized human species emerged across different continents. Neanderthals evolved in cold Europe. Denisovans evolved in high-altitude Asia. Homo sapiens evolved in Africa. Homo erectus was the ultimate generalist. They could survive anywhere, but specialized species outcompete them in specific niches. Homo erectus slowly faded away. Their final fossils were found on the island of Java, dated to just 108,000 years ago. They did not fail. They lived for nearly 2 million years. They evolved and passed their genetic torch directly to us. What can you learn from the longest surviving species in human history? Today, you live in an era of rapid technological chaos and hyperspecialization. You trade long-term ecological stability for short-term convenience. You pollute the air you breathe and the soil that grows your food. Homo erectus lived in balance with the biosphere for 2 million years. They proved that true evolutionary success is not measured by rapid consumption. It is measured by endurance. It is measured by physical resilience. It is measured by community around the fire. Next time you light a candle or sit beside a campfire, look closely at the dancing flames. Remember the ancient ancestors who first tamed fire. You walk on 2 feet because of them. Your brain expanded because of their cooked meals. You carry their skeletal structure in every stride. You are the living descendant of the greatest dynasty in human history. Respect their ancient legacy. Protect your future. Do not let modern comfort extinguish the flame of survival. Keep your mind sharp. Keep your body moving. Step outside into the wild. Reclaim your ancestral strength. Challenge your mind every day. Read a difficult book to fire up your synapses. Walk in nature without checking your phone. Build something tangible with your own 2 hands. Embrace the physical discomfort of learning new skills. The modern industrial world wants you comfortable, passive, and weak. It wants you dependent on constant digital consumption. Break out of the consumer loop. Think critically for yourself. Forge a new path through the wilderness today. Look down at your hands. They are evolutionary masterpieces built to shape tools. Look at your reflection in the mirror. You carry the genetic code of ancient survivors. They survived brutal ice ages. They survived starvation and apex predators. They handed the torch of life directly to you. Do not let that sacred torch burn out in passive scrolling. Keep your intellect razor sharp. Keep your physical body moving. Reclaim your Stone Age resilience. The modern digital world is just a temporary blip. The wild is your true permanent home. You may be a domesticated human in a modern suit, but the forest and the fire are still pulsing in your veins. Anthropologists emphasize that human survival was never guaranteed. Every step taken by Homo erectus required deep environmental awareness. They tracked water sources across miles of harsh arid plains. They observed animal movements to find seasonal food supplies. They passed knowledge down from generation to generation through shared action. Their survival was an active daily practice, not a passive privilege. Modern society encourages you to forget these foundational skills. You press a button to order food. You turn a dial to control room temperature. You rely on digital networks to solve everyday problems. This creates an illusion of complete independence. Yet when the power grid fails, panic immediately sets in. You realize how fragile modern convenience truly is. Homo erectus never relied on fragile systems. Their system was their collective intelligence, physical endurance, and mastery of fire. You still possess the exact same biological potential within your body. Your muscles respond to physical exertion. Your brain adapts to complex cognitive challenges. Your spirit thrives when connected to the natural world. Do not allow comfort to dull your human edge. Seek out challenges that test your stamina. Spend time under the open sky away from artificial lights. Listen to the quiet sounds of the natural world. Remember that you belong to a line of unbroken survivors. 2 million years of human endurance flows through your veins. Honor that extraordinary legacy with every choice you make. Next time you look at a glowing screen, remember what your ancestors sacrificed for you. Remember who you really are. You are staring at this screen right now.